everyone, this is Federico, Team Power Plays here, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the deck list that won our Winter Cup, straight from Francesco Girgenti, aka Gag. He won in spectacular fashion by winning the two semifinals with the two lives that he got from the very beginning, and so came out on top without even playing the proper final. So this is the last video you're gonna see about the Winter Cup, so we hope you enjoy it as well. Obviously, remember to share on your social media and follow us on all our social media. Links in the description down below. Remember to like this video, comment if you want to see more, you want to add something to the list. We're always open to suggestions, and activate the notification bell so you get notified each and every time we upload a video.
Sponsor, the first one being GRAAD, that stands for Great Authority and Authentication Division. That is a brand new certification for quality and authenticity of collectible cards. They want to offer professional and non-professional collectors an high quality and specific service regarding the authenticity and quality of collectible cards. Moreover, GRAAD offers the same services regarding whole brands in all TCG languages, so go check them out. The next shout out will be for PLAYMAT per TUTTI. They make stunning custom playmats which are totally amazing to play with, let me tell you. You can make your own personal playmat starting from a picture of your own, or even ask for a brand new project that will be your unique piece of art. So go check them out, and don't forget to follow them on their social media. All the information will be in the description down below.
Let's not waste the time. You will see that Geg decided to play the best deck, Dragon Link. That it's pretty obviously a fan favorite because it's really strong, and he won in spectacular fashion. So it proved that the deck is really powerful. As you can see, the deck is pretty standard. You can see just probably one spicy choice in the side deck. But yeah, the main deck is pretty tight, so he didn't have the space to change things maybe a little bit. We start off with an unusual disposition of the card. This is brought straight from Francesco, that liked this way of putting things on the screen for you guys. So I hope you enjoy it. Obviously, it is not our decision, so we'll just proceed by describing the cards here and there as we move on. We start off with one boot sector launch. Next, we will skip the Ash Blossom. We'll obviously discuss them later in the Antra package. Obviously, one black, one white. The Black Metal Dragon. It's a 1-card combo basically, and it's really powerful. Just one chamber. Probably the two was kind of brickish or don't needed, so he decided to play just one because obviously it's searchable. So it's a really nice card to play in this because a tiding bounce, it's always strong. One of the best card in the deck and one of my favorites by far. Chaos Dragon Legionnaire, this card is really bonkers. Next we have Noctivision Dragon. It's an amazing extender, can chain block the effects and get the draw, which is really good. The One Brotor, which is the main erratic seal target when its graveyard effect gets activated. One red MD. Next, we move to the Rocket package. One Recharger, 2 Synchron, 3 Tracer, and 1 Observator. Next, you have Starlit Safer, which is an amazing card. It's a starter and it's an extender. This card can do basically everything on its own. As you can see, it's played at 3 because you want to see it. You want to kind of draw into it because it's a really huge card. Next we have Chaos Space, 3 copies. This card is really amazing. Gave an unnecessary boost to the deck's consistency and explosiveness. This card is it's a mistake, in a deck like that. Next, obviously we skip the Dark Rulers. One Ravine. Obviously, it's mandatory, plus 3 Quick Launch, which is a huge card, not once per turn. 3 Special Summon, which is really helpful. And obviously, we skip the Tactics. And 3 World Legacy Guard Dragon, this card is really amazing. Obviously, 3 copies, you want to draw into it, because you want to have the ability to move your Link ones, such as LP or PST, accordingly to trigger the effects. And this card is obviously also a Monster Reborn. And for the trap, just 2 tidings. It's a free bounce, plus it's a free recovery for the chamber, for the Dragon Maid. 2 copies get 3. It's probably British, so you don't want to draw 2 of them. 2 of them in your opening hand, so 2 of them is fine. We'll finish the main deck with the forms of interruption. 3 Ash Blossom. Obviously, it's the most versatile hand trap in the game, and 3 is pretty much mandatory in each and every deck. 3 Dark Ruler no more, because the deck does not have that much of a struggle going second, but with the Dark Ruler, basically just removes all the possible threat by basically dinos that can flip all the monster face down. It's gonna be problematic. So Dark Ruler is a really cool way to deal with problematic cards or problematic boards when going second. And Triple Tactics Talent, it's really good going first and going second. When you get interrupted, you have the choice to, you know, Paw of Greed plus or take control of a monster when you go second. And the third effect is useful going first and going second, so this card is pretty much a staple, mandatory at 3 in this deck. And that closes off, that rounds off the main deck. As I already said, it's pretty tight. There was no space for further hand traps, probably just the Dark Ruler main. It's an unusual choice, so most of the people try to you know, build a deck around more versatile hand traps. Dark Ruler no more is good, not against all decks, just against combo decks when you go second. With, you know, set 5 passes, not that useful. So it can be pretty brickish, but it depends on the matchup basically. We move on to the extra deck. The extra deck is super tight. You basically do not have the space for anything else but the cards you see here. Obviously, Bullard Savage, mandatory at 1, because it's a piece of the end board. The Chaos Ruler, this card is amazing. It was pretty underlooked when it was released a few months ago. Right now, it's basically a mandatory card for each DL deck, and it's really, really good. Next you have the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. The Beast helps playing around with the tiding to an opponent's Dark Ruler no more, which is really good. It's really good, and obviously it's a negate, and it's a piece of the end board. When the hand, it's pretty nice. 1 Appaloosa, it's really good to have an Appaloosa 3 or a 2 to negate stuff. 1 Boar-Sword in this deck. Boar-Sword is the main OTK machine, so you have to play at least 1 of them, and obviously helps close the games because it's really, really powerful. Next you have 1 Needle Fiber. No need to explain this card, it's really amazing. 1 Romulus helps Searching Ravine, and it's mandatory. The Guard Dragon Package, LP and Pisty. And the 2 Hieratic Seals of the Evenly Spheres. This card is really amazing. Helps play around basically Nibiru, because when it gets sent to the graveyard, you can have the recursion, and you can keep on extending and keep on playing through the opponent's interruptions. Next you have the Quad Boral, needed for the combo, and 3 Striker Dragon. This card is amazing. This card is so good that my humble opinion is that basically should be limited to 1 or banned, because this card is really too powerful. That closes off the extra deck. Obviously, as I said, it was really tight. So basically the extra deck is just staples. You have not the space to play other cards at all. Side deck, last but not least, we see pretty much a full list of mandatory cards to, you know, cover the most difficult matchups against the other builds or the other decks. We can see Draw and Lockboard. With Draw and Lockboard in this particular meta, this card is really good. During the past metas, this card has risen in popularity because there has been a lot of you know, add or search effects going on. So even in the mirror match, it's really amazing. Even though Dragon Link can play around the draw, because this deck is really too explosive and too good. We will save the Quacky Mirror Dragon for last, because that's the spiciest card in the side. You will see 3 Nibiru's, obviously it's a staple. I don't need to explain this card to you. It helps covering pretty much every combo deck that does not have the way to recover from such a card. 2 Cosmic Cyclones, really good against Eldritch variants, because banishes directly the traps, so they won't be in the graveyard and get the engine going. 3 Droplets, this card is also really good in the mirror match or for the rogue matchup. Obviously this card helps covering an awful lot of matchups just by itself, so 3 copies are pretty much mandatory. Obviously last we have Twin Twisters. Everyone hates good back row deck, so I decided to play 3 Twin Twisters because, you know, helps fill the graveyard with Lights and Darks for the Chaos Space, just to get, you know, the dragons going, and obviously gets rid of 2 set cards, which is pretty nasty to deal with for any back row deck. And last but not least, the only spicy card I see in the side deck, I see a Quacky Mirror Dragon. This card is pretty unusual. I didn't see that much during this months playing against Dragon Links, but I think it's going to be really problematic to a lot of players to get rid of, since basically it's a floodgate, a really powerful floodgate, because you need to reveal a dragon monster in your hand to keep it on the field, and neither player can special summon light or dark monsters. So you can put the Quacky Mirror Dragon on the field, and while your board is pretty much established, and then you can sit on the Quacky Mirror Dragon, hoping that the opponent does not have you know, some form of removal or anything like that. Plus it's a 1900 bit stick, which is really difficult to get rid of just by battling with other cards. Plus the board already set up. This card could be really nasty, and I think Geg basically had a lot of advantage playing it over the opponents. This is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. As I said before, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bells. Obviously, we want to hear your opinions in the comments, so comment down below and share this video on all your social media. Check out our social media in the description down below. Our Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook page are in the description, so go check them out, and I'll sign out. And always remember, stay hungry, stay Polo.